Week 3. I want to do a weekly recap from week 2. So the first thing I want to say is that we had a really phenomenal participation on the Blackboard. 18 out of 23 people in the class participated. There was lots of discussion. There were some threads that had, 6, 7 replies. I want to compliment Tamika. She had the greatest number of posts with 9. And I don't want to imply that I'm all about the number of posts, but it demonstrates that she had to read other people's posts to reply to them. There were some very substantive replies and posts on the discussion board, which made it very interesting for everybody, especially for me, actually. Um, One of the things that it appeared, based upon the consensus of people on the discussion board, is although Mozart was a talented musician, he was not a leader, and that he was not high in emotional intelligence. He did have some difficulty in getting along and staying in the good graces of the king. So that was a good take from the discussion board. Another couple of themes that emerged, which I thought were noteworthy, was the concept of musicians being more of social icons rather than leaders. And there was a lot of discussion about how the quality of music is really about beat and tempo um, rather than content or real music um, integrity, shall we say. Uh, there was one musician that came out, Bono, where people were in agreement. Several people mentioned him in different posts, indicating that he was, both a leader in music, but he also used his influence to be able to lead on social causes. So that was interesting, taking your position, your talent, and being able to convert it into something that can be used for something else through in leading in those areas. There was inspiring. The music is it inspiring or entertaining? That music, like the Bob Dylan music, was inspiring. It caused people to do something, whereas today music seems to be a bit more entertaining. And lastly, there was one comment about Michael Jackson, that Michael Jackson actually, within leadership, this person viewed them as a leader. And the reason was because Michael Jackson combined multiple talents. He combined a talent of his sense of fashion, his sense of dance, his style of music, his presentation, and people imitated him. So, isn't that a form of leadership? Food for thought. This week, we're going to talk about Machiavelli. So, for any of you who have read The Prince, you will know about Machiavelli and authoritative leadership. Our presentation is on Socrates. So, we're going to have a thinking versus authoritative type of leadership. We also have a presentation on the emergency preparedness for Marymount. At first, I looked at the presentation and I didn't think it would be very interesting, but I take that back. The presentation is interesting. There are videos. There's one on an active shooter. I think it's well worth watching and looking at this presentation. We're going to have something on the Career Center, just a very short video about who they are, because we have a career assignment that we have to do. And lastly, this is the week that you will just create your WordPress sites. If you want to add to it, that's great, but create it and then go into the wiki on our Blackboard site and put your URL. By the way, if you have not signed up for a presentation, you need to do so. If you do not do a presentation for this class, you will fail. So you want to make sure that you sign up for a presentation and you do it. Lastly, for the discussion board, you're assigned to a group. It's pretty simple. It's by last name. The group 1 is A through L. Group 2 is M through Z. How this will work is that you'll go into your group. Each group has the same questions. Go into your group. And then instead of creating a new thread, what you'll do is you'll reply. So you can reply to me because I've put something out there that I repeated the question, or you can reply to each other. So I think that this will make it a bit more collegial and manageable as opposed to having 23 people all respond to one discussion board question. So that's it for now. I will look forward to reading your comments in the virtual world. And as many of you will know, I send feedback. So I pay attention and I listen. So have a great rest of your week, and I'll be looking for you. Bye.